自己夢想而努力。由今日開始，我係為我老公嘅遺願而努力。
Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Edward Clark, and this is my review of Herman Yao's Love Lifting. Herman Yao is one of my favorite Hong Kong directors. His versatility is as impressive as his body of work. He can do comedy, social commentary, and extreme violence. He's one of a very few directors whose work I will watch simply because he's the person that directed it. There's not many of those, believe me. He can manage to make a movie better than it should be, and he usually does. That's certainly the case with Love Lifting. If I told you there was a movie where Elanne plays a weightlifter and her love interest is Chapman, and it's really enjoyable and a good movie, you'd probably think I was insane. Maybe I am, but I still enjoyed Love Lifting, flaws and all. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but I don't think it was trying to be. There's a bit of medical miracle stuff going on in the movie, but you know what? I'm willing to overlook it because if Barbara Wong can cure Alzheimer's disease, Herman Yao can do whatever the hell he wants in his movie, because his movies are good. And Barbara Wong can kiss my Now, unlike me, Elanne Kong's character, Lily, is the poster child for smiling and making the best of her situation no matter what it is. She was a promising weightlifter whose career ended because she's got diabetes. As a consequence, she now works doing any kind of odd job she can get as long as it's something where she gets to use her very considerable strength. In fact, everybody that knows her seems to call her Strong Girl. She meets Chapman, a former bar owner down on his luck, who doesn't seem to have much in life except a flat full of leftover booze. It don't make you a bad person. They slowly form a friendship, and then a relationship, and then a marriage, and a family. And Chapman is a really good husband, and she's a really good wife. But even so, Lily can't quite seem to forget that she once had a dream to be a weightlifter. I really appreciated watching Chapman act as a character instead of just being Chapman. He can act well, he's just not called on to do it very often. Elanne Kong was really impressive as Lily. I'd have never thought she could be this good, but she is. She was convincing. And she's Elanne Kong. This film was a lot better than I expected it to be, and it's a hell of a lot better than a lot of movies I've seen lately, believe me. Rather than some kind of pop star vehicle, this was a movie about regular people doing mostly regular things. You got to know who these characters were, and you got to know the world that they lived in. Now, I'm not saying this is a great film, but it's a damn good movie, and these days, that's more than enough. It's hard for me to explain it, or maybe even to understand it. But Herman Yao creates a world that's both real and ideal. Now, of course, the movie ends up having some cliches and a couple of moments where you kind of go, But it also has some surprises in it. It might manipulate the viewer at times, but those moments go by quickly, and you've already built up enough goodwill with the rest of the movie that you don't really care. The nicest thing I can say about this movie is that it deserves better than to have someone like me talking about it. But since I do have to say something about it, and I'm me, I'll just say that this movie kicks Barbara Wong's movies in the ass with a steel-toed boot. How's that? I really like this movie, and I will definitely recommend it. I also recommend that you buy it and don't steal it, because that's just the way I am. In the description, there's a link where you can buy this movie. I suggest you do that. Don't download it. Don't watch it on YouTube. Please think about following me on Facebook and Twitter, because there I can put up stuff that you're not going to see in the reviews, like photographs or sometimes maps to movie locations, or pictures of me meeting famous people, or other stuff. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, leave me a comment anyway. If you really enjoy these reviews, please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get to see them right away when they're released.